I would have been. Where is you at, brother? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I misjudged. I was wrong. Wide and broad is the path of destruction. Go ahead.
Me, sir. A lot of brothers out there, could it be because of pride that they don't come back?
That's what it is, It's pride, it's greed, it's a lot of things. Remember, man, you start your little fake Israelite group, you get you about 50 people on it, you know, 50 people paying tithes. How you gonna get that up if you was a broke nigga from the hood? You don't want to do it. It's greed, man. It's power. You understand? I went to a fake Israelite house doing cable. You understand? And he said he left the truth, but now I'm on 7 Mile with the 7 Mile Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis.
He said he left the truth, but now he's on 7 Mile.
I'm on 7 Mile with the 7 Mile Israelites, and we got our signs on the ground and fringes on our t-shirt, and I'm in charge. I say, damn, that's what you wanted, nigga. You came in here and you seen officers of 5,000 and thousands, you understand, and men running zones, and you say, I can never do that. You understand? But what I can do is be a 7 Mile greedy boy. That's what he did. Hey, Lord Christ, sis, that's exactly what he did. He wanted to be a 7 Mile Israelite. Then you see them getting beat up on camera. Y'all see GMS get the camera slapped out their hand. You understand? The Lord is not with these fake Israelites. The scriptures say, who had the scripture? That's mine. Wide and broad. Shalom, warrior, glad to see you. Let me hear it again.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7. Enter in gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life.
He leadeth unto straight and narrow. You understand? There's only one path. It ain't many ways, many leaders. Christ left the earth, he left in charge. It's one man. You understand? Elijah by a chariot, he in charge. Moses sinned against the Most High. The Lord said, kill all them niggas and start over again. Raise up people. Moses. But he didn't say I'm 17 fake Israel. You know what I'm saying? It's straight. It's always been like today is spiritual. Spiritual. Once again, next is how spiritual it is. When the Lord ain't kill you, fam, no mistake. It ain't coincidence. A nigga died. Did that? You can read about the Bible, the Bible dictionary. Who did it? This. The Lord did it. Why would you think different today? The Lord is still doing it, killing people. The reason you have heard before you did that. You ain't want to listen. What you said? The alternatives. Read, man, because they like women, herpes, men, monkeypox. Leviticus is a man lie with me, his blood should be. That's HIV. Has changed all the time. Except for you niggas. Bible changed. I forgot what was gruesome. Like, how we let disco ball up. Yeah, you hear me? Go ahead, read. Make sure your mic on. Without the mic.
Verse 15. Beware of false prophets.
Damn. Watch out for them niggas that's greedy and want to start fake groups and steal your money and be in charge. If the Lord didn't put them there, don't follow. Go ahead.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Sheep's clothing, what does that mean? Production. In purple. Watch out for them niggas, man. Don't follow those dudes. Go ahead.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Inwardly, they want to steal your money and call you the pocket. That's what they want to do. They raving wolves. They like to pee on Christmas trees. What you say, brother? Bully the old man. Oh man, that was horrible. They about to beat up old Rock, man. How you gonna do that? They wolves, man. They sheep, but they got the wolves. Read it again. Goddamn.
Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
He came up with all that purple like he was a nice Christian. And really, he wanted to beat that old man up. That's a damn shame, man. Come on.
But inwardly they are raving wolves.
Inwardly they are raving wolves, man. Come on.
Shall know them by their fruits.
You shall know them by what?
Their fruits.
Because they produce men that have sex with men. And then kill them afterwards. He had a good night out with that man. It was a good night out. That man didn't know what was coming. And it was a white man. That white man said, man, hey, I know you. You them guys down there with them purples on. And he shot him. He had a good candlelight dinner, man. He killed that man. What the hell is going on, man? Read that again.
You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns?
Shall know them by their fruits. You could drop that right there. You understand? Like bringing them filthy Africans in, you know the Lord ain't with them. Right. You understand? People getting killed for going to the feast days. The Lord ain't with them. The goddamn leader locking black men up, getting sued multiple times. The Lord ain't with them. You shall know them by their fruits. And fruit is wicked as hell. Look at the Christian. Half of people, let's not say half, let's say the most popular religion in America is Christianity. What does that fruit produce? How many pedophiles do you know that are Christians? How many gang members and murderers do you know that are Christians? And they don't have no shame in it. You understand? How many niggas you know that eat pork? They Christians. You know them by their fruit. Go to the Catholic Church. Look at the pedophilia going on in there. You should know them by their fruits, man. Them niggas be horny as hell under them robes. And they probably be naked. You know them by their fruits, man. You know how many lawsuits they got in the Catholic Church? That's right, sis. Hey. Who else was it? It was the rabbi who was giving the baby herpes, right? Don't know by their fruits. You hear me, baby? Yes. That rabbi did that, sis. Gave them little babies herpes, man. Y'all still say y'all want to be Jewish? I don't want no parts of that. Alright? Well, let me hear Numbers, the 16th chapter.
Baby spoke up on
That baby heard it. Prophetess.
16:1.
Let me see. All right, so I know the 16th chapter is talking about the men that they said what the purple gang says, that we can't be the only ones in the truth. I think the quote is, it's too much for you to handle by yourself, Moses. Look for that. These men are going to come to him and say this. Then Moses is going to just like start praying like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
We can start at 2 seconds. That one,
Get a mic to the brothers. For what?
God will come. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 16, verse 2. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel.
Let me hear one.
So 1, number 16 and 1. Korah, the son of Azar, the son of Kahath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men. Verse 2.
What y'all read was a fake Israelite group. That's what you read. See all these brothers, they got together, joined together, and said we the 7 Mile Israelites. They joined up. They said, come on, read what they say, man. They rose up against Moses.
And they rose up before Moses
Fake Israelites ain't nothing new. You read.
with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation.
Kyrie Irvin. What's the other brother's name? No, the brother they tried to get back in the day, his cousin was in the purple gang, and then his cousin left. They said that they Kendrick. They were sending Kendrick all type of free mini skirts. You understand? Kendrick ain't warm, ain't wanting them, none of that. They were sending them to him. They try to go for the famous and the rich. That's what happened then too. Go ahead.
Men of renown.
Men of renown, famous men. That's what men of renown mean. They circled the goddamn Brooklyn arena to try to get men of renown, famous men, rich men. Understand? Go ahead.
And they gathered themselves together against Moses.
And they did what?
And they gathered themselves together against
They
Moses.
started a unity camp. Bunch of fake Israelites. Understand? They started their own purple group. Gathered against the men of the Lord. Now listen, now Moses was a goddamn beast. Right? If you gather against Moses, man, come on. You're slightly retarded. Right. But they did this. Look at Commander GEN.YAHANNA today. It's the same thing. Bunch of fake Israelites trying to gather together against him. Now you see, the enemies that left the truth died. The Lord killed them. Burnt their school down. Gave them COVID. They died. And this is what you want to do? These brothers don't read the Bible. Understand? Keep going.
And against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you.
You can't raise up everybody. They can't just be the UPK. We got our own little Passover in our backyard. What's wrong with our Passover in our backyard with the kiddie pool? What they say, Zerah?
Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them.
The Lord is among who?
Is among them.
You can't just do it by yourself. The Lord ain't just with y'all in the UPK. This is what they saying, what they've been saying all the way back in the time of Moses. Remember, man, we are on a cycle. These same people keep coming back. Same spirits. They die, they go up, they get judged, they come right back. You sitting in these chairs now, you be sitting in these chairs then. You walk with Christ then, you walking with Christ now. But them same niggas that didn't, they also doing the same thing. That's why you hear The exact same speech coming from these fake Israelites today. Read it again.
Come. Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy.
Everybody's holy. We all could do this work. Go ahead.
Every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
You lift yourself. They saying you lifted yourself up. Understand this. Men left the truth. The Lord put the manager in charge. Alright? The Lord chose Moses and then Aaron to be his mouth. Moses didn't even want to do it. You understand? He didn't want to do it. He said, I can't do it. And the Lord gave him a mouthpiece. They're saying that Moses rose himself above everybody else. Now, he wasn't no criminal. He wasn't charging your double tithes. You understand? He wasn't calling you the pocket and robbing you until you locked him up. The nigga could not just got out of jail, but he the second in command in the purple gang. Think about that. Think about who you follow. We never rose ourselves up to be anything. Fake Israelites give themselves rank. They be the high priests of the 7 Mile niggas. They do that. We don't do that. I didn't make my name up. Alright? LeBron and General Muhammad gave me my name. And my rank. I didn't just come out one day and say, I'm camp leader of 5,000 in the D and everywhere else that the Lord gave me. I didn't do that myself. You understand? These niggas do that themselves. They rose themselves up above the congregation. Moses didn't do that. Read.
And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
When Moses heard it, he did what?
He fell upon his face.
He argued with him.
He fell upon his face.
Moses said, damn, these niggas are fucked up. Because he already knew what was going to happen. You understand? Remember, the Lord gave Moses' sister leprosy for going at him for having another rib. And she somewhat said the same thing. You understand? And every time Moses like that. Moses is the only man that the Lord talked to face to face. Everybody else, he came in a dream. You understand? While they was fasting, something like that. So, you going against the man that the Lord chose to talk to face to face, he knew what was going to happen. Just like we know what's going to happen. We know you by your fruit. We see that the Lord is about to tear these little fake churches up. All right, so go ahead.
And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. This do, take your censers, Korah, and all his company.
Do this. Take your censers, take all of these that's with you, man. Go ahead.
And put fire therein.
I know what a censer is, right? Censer. What's a censer? Break it down for people that don't know. All right,
So a censer is like, it's like those burning,
that's right there.
those are censers.
This thing right here is a censer. It's a gold censer, for the incense or what have you. Go ahead.
God will come. And put fire therein. And put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doeth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi. And Moses said unto Korah, hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi, seemeth it but a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel have separated you from from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord.
Moses said, I pray you understand. This ain't no small thing. Go ahead.
And to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. He hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek ye the priesthood also.
You seek the priesthood also? Go ahead.
For which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord.
For the priesthood, for rulership, for power. Go ahead.
And what is Aaron that ye murmur against him?
What the hell Aaron do? Damn. Go ahead.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over us?
They said that Moses just wanted to be a prince over them, rule over them. But Moses was righteous. After the things that he did coming out of Egypt, why would you cross Moses? What the hell is wrong with him? The lust for power and rulership was on top of these boys. Pause. Go ahead.
Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. And Moses was very wrath, and said unto the Lord,
Said unto the Lord,
respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them.
What is he saying right here? What is Moses saying?
He was just saying, telling the Lord don't respect their offering they give.
And what did he say he didn't do?
He said that he didn't even accept no ass, no donkey from them.
He didn't take. Read it again.
God. And Moses was very wroth, said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them.
I ain't hurt nobody, and I ain't robbed nobody. The ass you would think about is today's time is money. I ain't robbing them for triple tithes. You understand? Now think about it. Moses, he was over everybody. He could have did what he wanted to do. Moses ain't taking nothing from nobody. He ain't demand to be rich. He ain't demand that you give him all your silver and gold, your crops, and your cattle. Moses was just righteous. You understand? Keep going.
And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow.
Just pull up, man. He said pull up, man. I ain't about to go back and forth with y'all. Pull up, and we gonna see who the Lord will. Go ahead.
And take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring ye before the Lord every man his censer, 250 censers thou also, and Aaron, each of you his censer.
Come on.
And they took every man his censer.
That's 250 of these cats. Go ahead.
And put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them.
It's Moses and Aaron. All right. Damn. Come on.
Unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation.
What did the Lord say?
Separate yourselves.
Start a unity camp.
Separate yourselves.
Help them with their fake Israelite group and say that they could join.
separate
The
yourselves.
Lord says, separate yourself. Remember, the path is straight and narrow, man. It ain't wide and broad. The Lord didn't say, come be with these brothers. The Lord didn't say they was right. The Lord didn't say, man, it could be many groups in many ways.
Right.
It's comical reading this and seeing all these fake Israelites on the earth until you realize that you're living in a cycle. You understand? So the Lord says, separate. Go ahead.
Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment.
That I may do what?
That I may consume them.
I may bless these niggas.
That I may consume them.
The Lord said he gonna consume these fake Israelites. Go ahead.
In a moment.
In one moment. You understand? When a nigga dies suddenly, don't think it wasn't of the Lord. He said, I'm gonna consume them in a moment. That's what happened to them fake Israelite groups. They got consumed. The Holy Comforter died. He got consumed. Go ahead.
God will come, and they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation?
One nigga geeked all them fake Israelites up. The Shah left, and he started the house of David, and splits came from him. So who is it? The Purple Faggots, GMS, HOI, Wi-Fi, whatever the hell that is. The hell want to name themselves Wi-Fi. And put a purple, some fringes on your goddamn miniskirt. So you already got a Paul's name, and you dress. Leave it alone, man. Read it again.
God will come. And wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Did he speak to them?
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
The Lord still ain't dealing with these niggas. He spoke to one man. The Lord put one man in charge. Man, he's not dealing with you punks. He spoken to Moses and said what?
Speak unto the
He
congregation,
said, you talk to them niggas. Go ahead.
saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the
He
congregation,
said, get away from them niggas, man. Go ahead.
saying, Depart, I pray you,
I pray you understand. Go ahead.
from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs.
Depart from these niggas, man. Get away from these fake Israelites. And don't touch nothing that them purple fringes and them goddamn mini skirts that they wear. Don't touch nothing. Don't care about nothing that you receive from being around these niggas. All them double ties and all that. Don't touch none of that. Read.
Lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
Unless you gonna die right with them niggas. You understand? It's one Passover, man. It's one body, one faith, one Lord. It ain't gonna never change. I don't care how much you niggas want that power and that lust. You want to be in charge so bad. Nigga, come up in here and earn a spot.
Right.
Go find a city that ain't been taken and take it yourself. After you learn and get some rank from mighty men. Don't be a faggot and start some fake group that the Lord is not with. Else this will happen to you. Read.
God will come. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works.
Damn. Moses talking that smack now. He said, hey, now you about to know. Go ahead.
For I have not done them of my own mind. If these men die, the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me.
Okay. If they died a common death of all men, or visited after the visitation, then the Lord hath not sent me. Go ahead.
But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth,
good night,
and swallow them up.
But if this thing happens, if you die suddenly from the COVID-19 and your school burned down, read.
With all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
Then you know what's going on. This thing happened. Scripture say you know them by their fruits, and you see what's happening today. We've been telling y'all what's going to happen with these fake Israelites. Y'all don't got to listen, just stand by and watch. Read.
And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder.
As soon as he stopped talking, what happened?
The ground clave asunder.
Read.
That was under them.
The ground just opened up. Come on.
And the earth opened her mouth.
And the earth opened her mouth. It was an earthquake. Go ahead.
And swallowed them up.
What happened?
And swallowed them up.
You niggas died while they were still breathing. Read.
And their houses.
And who?
And their
All that
houses.
little stuff that they cling to in the world. The rich niggas that they love. Go ahead.
And all the men that appertain unto Korah, and all their goods.
All your little deacons. Your deacons and your little bishops. All them niggas and what?
And all their goods.
And all their goods too. You robbed my man for all that money till you got locked up. Guess what's gonna happen? The Lord gonna swallow all that up. Come on.
They and all that appertain to them went down alive into the pit.
Them and everybody that messed with them died. They went down into the pit. And they still alive now. Come on.
And the earth closed upon them.
You ever been buried alive? You seen a movie where a nigga was buried alive? Earth opened up right there, closed right there on them niggas. As soon as Moses stopped talking. Go ahead.
And they perished from among the congregation.
Come on, keep reading.
And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them.
At the cry of them. That's how you know they was alive. You hear me? They standing there talking. The earth opened up, closed. They go down. What they doing? They screaming. They yelling and screaming and crying. You understand? Shalam Yahawah. They doing all the fake Israelite shit that they do while they was dying. You understand? Who had your hand raised? Go ahead. Go ahead,
How could Christians run away from this scripture right here?
Because they don't read it. Christians tell you the Old Testament done away with. They don't know nothing about the wrath of the Lord. They say the Lord is hugs and kisses. And he just want to love you. And the sisters say, I have a personal relationship with him. Like God want to be your boyfriend or something. They don't know the Bible. You learn the Bible in here, in class. That's where you learn the Bible. That's where the Bible get read. Christian pastor read one verse, sing and dance, and try to have sex with your wife. That's what he do. Go ahead, Kodah. That nigga say Shabbat Shalom. And he died screaming. That's what them niggas be doing, man.
Yahweh.
They was definitely saying Shalom when they was drowning in that when the Lord drowned everybody.
Damn right.
That sounds like a drowning word, but but you know, that's how you know that the Christian church is effeminate, or anybody that call themselves following the Bible is effeminate, when you stay away from the Old Testament. They hear all that hardcore stuff in the Old Testament, and then they think that I need to stay away from that and go to the New Testament. when the New Testament ain't nothing but following the Old Testament.
They stay away from the Old Testament and Revelations.
Yeah.
Which is in the New Testament. They don't want no smoke. All they want is to love, sing, and dance. And that's why they dumb as hell. Eating that pork at Christmas and all type of stuff. They don't know the Bible. They don't know history. They don't know the dictionary. All they know is love, hugs, and kisses, and feel good. That's what they know. If it don't make them feel good, they don't know it. What they say? Come as ye are. That ain't in the Bible. Who was reading?
For they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. And there came out a fire from the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense.
So when niggas talking shit, Salaki, they got swallowed up, and then a fire came for everybody that rolled with them. Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Elijah, the son of Aaron, the priest, and he take up the censers out of the burning.
And he take up what?
Take up the censers out of the burning.
He told Aaron's son to go grab that censer. With them censers right here. Get that good gold. Go grab that. He didn't say go save none of them niggas. Go help some of them fake Israelites. He didn't say that. He said go grab them censers. Go ahead.
And scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hollow. The censers of these sinners.
The censers of what?
Against the censers of these sinners.
Come on, man. This part is heavy right here for fake Israelites. Fake Israelites are sinners.
Right.
The Lord just said it right here. You going against the man that the Lord chose. You are a sinner. And you're going to get dealt with, man. You niggas want to find out the hard way because y'all hard-headed. And y'all love that little money. Right? You just read that them and all their goods, their houses, everything got swallowed up. That's what you want for your kids, nigga? Keep going.
God will come. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make the broad plates or covering of the altar.
Let them do what?
Make them broad plates or a covering of the altar.
You're gonna melt this down and do something with it. Go ahead.
For they offered them before the Lord. Therefore, they are hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel.
They shall be a sign unto who?
Unto the children of Israel.
This right here should let you know it should never be a fake Israelite. Ever. Besides the many thousand other scriptures, this one should tell you. But they don't read the Bible. They didn't come through the straight gate. They didn't come through the narrow path. So they don't even know this. Go ahead.
So basically, like, these are the punishments and, like, basically, like, the repercussions of, like, going against and starting on groups and, you know what I'm saying that, you know what I mean?
You just read it.
All of that just happened right there.
Just read it. They just said, you can go back to the top where they said it. The Lord can't just be with you, Moses. We all holy. You put yourself over the congregation. They said that. They said what they say today. It can't just be one truth. I.S.U.P.K can't raise up all the Israelites all over the world. Nigga, have you ever heard of the internet? We everywhere. Like, why we can't do it? All them niggas do today is feed them to us. And all the ones that want to be righteous, they sit right here, just like they've been doing in the previous life. Remember, it's a cycle. Alright? So, all them niggas is going to get the same thing that they got back then. And that's why you see them living like that. The Lord showing you their fruits. You are what the scripture said, paraphrasing. We shall know you by your fruits. And then he killing them niggas. You can't say you ain't never heard of no fake Israelite leader dying. Right. We heard of it in here. They died. You seen their fruits. It's horrible. You follow that? Oh, no nigga talking about raping no little girl. You see they fruits. It's the same thing over and over. So remember, it's a straight path. It's a narrow path. Wide and broad is the way of destruction. Go into these fake Israelite groups and you're gonna die. Understand? That's in the Bible. I didn't make that up. You be with who the Lord chose. We see who the Lord chose and how he chose him. Commander General Yahanna didn't want to be in charge. He was left in charge. And he just held the sword and brought it back wet and raised up the school from Philly to everywhere. You understand? You telling me the Lord ain't well? You smoke crack, big bumps, back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man. With that, man, we call up Priest Officer 5,000 some rock for the Lord's prayer. Margin was going to stand. Upon our domes, meaning face the east. Gonna say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kodash, Hayat, Shemkat, Yahawah, Malakotah, Taba'ah, Ratazah, Hayat, Ashah, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayat, Bashemayah, Nathalanawa, Akam, Kab, Yewam, Wasalatanawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalatnawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'ah, Dabi'anaw, Banasana one, Abol, Abashanaw, Mayam, Ra, Hayat, Nakab, Hamalakwa, Waha'aluk, Watha La'awalami, Aman, in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahawah, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. So, I'll read the security announcements. ISUPK security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. We start out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the word. They need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Up and come a holy convocation. What's the next one?
Memorial blowing out the trumpet.
So we got the memorial of blowing the trumpets. What day?
September 15, 2023.
All right, so September 15, 2023. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. With that being said, I'm going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, Majum Shabbat, I.S.U.P.K, Barak, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Yajmatah, Saw. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters, Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, Majum Shabbat, I.S.U.P.K, Barak, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Yajmatah, dismissed.
trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to Rhythm Man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well.